What is up, guys? Andrew McInnis back here with WagerTalk.com, bringing you a video today breaking down 5 key differences in the NFL and the CFL. Let's get to it. Without further ado, let's jump into our first difference here in the CFL. The field difference. An NFL field is 100 by 53 and a third yards with a midfield line at 50 yards. A CFL field is 110 by 65 yards with the midfield line at 55 yards. The end zones are different lengths as well. Lots of space here, guys. The CFL is an end zone that is 20 yards deep. The NFL end zones are only 10 yards deep. This means that the total length of the entire field in the NFL is 120 yards, while the CFL field, 150 yards. Since the field is bigger and there are fewer downs in the CFL, teams usually have more of a pass-oriented offense than the NFL. Offense in the NFL usually has a greater balance between the passes and the runs. That is your first difference in the CFL and the NFL. Let's jump right into difference number 2. This one's very simple. We'll keep it short and sweet. Numbers of players on the field. The total number of players on the field in the NFL is 22. 11 players on the field for each opposing team. In the CFL, the number is just a little bit different. 24 is the number. 12 players on each opposing side. Both leagues require 7 offensive players to be on the line of scrimmage. Because of that, the 12th player in the CFL is typically a backfield position. Because of this extra player being added, we have seen the tight end position commonly being removed from the CFL and just adding an extra slot back position. Let's jump right into our third difference in the CFL and the NFL. This one's quite obvious, guys. This is the one that many people know, even if you aren't a fan or follower of the CFL. The number of downs. The NFL has 4 downs for a team to advance the ball 10 yards. The CFL only offers 3 downs. So instead of hearing the expression 3 and out, you're going to hear the expression 2 and out when you're watching or betting on a CFL game. Supporters of the CFL say this, along with other rule differences, create a far exciting game, a way more exciting and well-balanced and pass-heavy game, which can really enhance the fan experience. A little background as well, 3 downs were actually the norm for football in the early days. Football was created in the 19th century and was very similar to the sport that inspired it, rugby. Downs were implemented to prevent the stalling of possession of the ball. 3 downs were the initial standard, but the Americans added a 4th in 1912. That is your third difference in the CFL and the NFL. Our list is almost complete. Let's go to number 4, differences, American football and Canadian football. We're going to look at time rules and timeouts. One you might think is very simple, but quite different from the NFL and the CFL. American football, each team has 3 timeouts per half, and then also a 2-minute warning at the end of each half. Canadian football, each team gets 2 timeouts per game, and they can only use 1 timeout during the 3-minute warning, not 2, the 3-minute warning in the second half. Both the 2 and 3-minute warnings are automatically stop the clock after each play without charging a timeout to either team. Another big difference, guys, is the play clock. In the CFL, after the play is over, referee blows the whistle. The team gets 20 seconds to snap the ball. In the NFL, players have 40 seconds to run an offensive play after the referee has blown the whistle. That is reason number 4 and difference number 4 in American football and Canadian football. We can't do a football video without talking about scoring. Why can we talk football and not touch about scoring? Because there's one key difference that I'll get to in the CFL versus the NFL. But guys, the scoring is essentially the same. A safety is 2 points, a field goal is 3 points, touchdown is 6, extra point is 1, and a 2-point conversion, well, it's 2 points. But there's one exception the CFL has, the NFL does not have. It is a single point, or a rouge, known in the CFL. This is only applicable in Canadian football. A single point is awarded to the kicking team when the following occurs. The kicking team misses a field goal or punts the football and the receiving team does not return the ball out of their end zone. The kicking team then gets a point. The kicking team misses a field goal or punts the football and the ball goes through the end zone out of bounds without being touched. That is a single point or a rouge in the CFL. One big difference between two leagues that can sometimes make a difference and make a difference for your bankroll when betting on the CFL. Those are 5 differences for you guys in American football and Canadian football. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.